Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between AdeenDragon and Jik in Imba League. If you haven't heard of Imba League before, it is a concept developed by Husky StarCraft a few years ago. And yes, Imba stands for imbalanced, so you can pick an imbalanced talent, imbalanced unit in this game, and then play against somebody else who's done the same thing. So here we go. It's going to be a PvT here in Imba League, and as far as I can tell, yeah, everything builds instantly. Do units build instantly as well here? What is our opponent doing? Yep, same darn thing. So instant barracks coming up, ready to rock. It looks like a quick zealot rush from Jik, 1 minute and 40 seconds into this game. Pylons coming up too. You do have to worry about supply, but it sure looks like nothing costs money and everything builds instantly. Okay, this is going to be nuts. Absolutely insane. So a quick zealot rush from Jik. AdeenDragon, on the other hand, is going for starport? Yeah, he's trying to throw up some starports here. He's not using his barracks at all, which I think is a mistake. Here come the zealots, and the zealots get right on top of it. If you kill all the SCVs and all of the command centers, I think you'd straight win this game if you're the Protoss player, and vice versa for the probes and the Nexus. What is happening here? What are you making? Adeen, what's happening? Okay, so he's throwing some starports down here, which is good. He does actually have an armory. Could this? Oh my gosh. Is this battle cruiser? It is battle cruiser here for you guys. All right, so BCs versus zealots, considering zealots can't shoot up. This is usually a pretty fair trade for these guys. Is this fast? I'm trying to see if this is fast or not. Plus, yeah, it's a little bit fast. We're going to slow down just a tiny bit. Either way. Okay, so the battle cruisers are laying waste to all of the zealots here. Armory here, fusion core here as well, as expected to be. And yeah, so all the zealots get cleaned out, but guess what is happening here? Some forward gateways, more zealots, and stalker production has begun for Jik. Excellent, excellent choice going for that stalker production here. The thing is, if you want to make a unit, you're pretty much seconds away from getting it. You can build buildings instantly, you can build units instantly, and look at this. There are already 58 stalkers for Jik. He saw the battle cruisers, went immediately for stalker, killed all these BCs. More BCs coming out here too. That's what AdeenDragon is going for. It's 178 to 51 total supply, and the stalkers are here to finish the job. Yeah, the Stalker is doing very well against pretty much all air units. I would say Stalkers are an excellent choice, especially against battle cruisers whose DPS is not very good. And these BCs are trying to take as many Stalkers down with them, but is this it? Is this the end of the road for AdeenDragon? Looking, no! Oh man, that gray is hard to see on the minimap. No, he just threw down 100 supply depots right up north here, moved his command center, kept this alive. That's so important to keep that alive. SCVs are super important too. And here come some barracks. Okay, so if you're the Terran player, what do you make next? You can instantly make pretty much any number of units that you want. I think you're still actually constrained by the supply cap here of 200, so you can't make like 800 things, but you can make 200 of them. And since you don't need that many workers, you can make a really big army. So going for a quick engineering bay and why are you making missile turrets, Dragon? What would possess you to make missile turrets? Do you not? Jik, do you not know? Jik doesn't know. Jik thinks he's won. All his stalkers are sitting here saying, all right, I won. Where's my win? Nope. Nope, not at all. Surprise. Surprise Terran base up here. Meanwhile, carrier production has begun. I think I saw that. Yep, carrier production on the way. Wait. Do interceptors immediately build? And they don't cost money either. Wow, that makes carriers a lot better than they normally are in StarCraft 2. If they can instantly build interceptors as they die, and they're free. Oh, this actually throws an interesting wrinkle into it. Okay, so the stalkers are running around. They realize the game's not over. So in production, we have... Come on, Dragon, make something. Make something, Dragon. You can do it. And, okay, another starport. I don't know if that's a great idea. Maybe Banshees? Maybe Banshees. Another starport, still nothing being produced out of these barracks. Look, Dragon, the whole point of this game is to make huge armies immediately. Jik gets it. Jik's maxed out with 200 supply. He's sending these carriers over to scout, and he's going to find you immediately. What are you going to do? Are you going battle cruiser again? Oh, the stalkers found it too. Small group of stalkers found you. You are now trapped. Oh man, the carrier's mixing it up as well, killing all of your supply depots. What do you make? Battle cruisers? Fine, I guess. All right, battle cruisers it is. Here we go. BC's round number 2. can clean out this number of stalkers, but as far as the other stalkers are concerned and these carriers, I'd be worried. So the carriers are just kind of sitting here killing supply depots, which is fine. It is actually Supply Block Dragoon who did manage to get fully maxed out on carriers very quickly. That's how insane this game is. So here comes way more battlecruisers than number of carriers here. And yeah, they're all going to die. So goodbye carriers, that was nice to know you. Stalkers, however, are cleaning up the battlecruisers that try to pop out. If they get rid of the starports, that works too. That works for Mr. Jick. Not worrying about it. And Tempest, look at how fast you can tech switch. Jick immediately replaces his dead carriers with Tempest, who are so good against carriers because of this right here. 80 damage versus massive on Kinetic Overlord. They're air to air. They just hit like trucks, man. Carriers here too doing their own thing. And look, look, the battlecruisers are killing the interceptors, but oops, see how fast these things build? You lose an interceptor and you just instantly replace it. Yeah, there we go. That one just did it. There we go too. Okay, so the stalkers are clearing out everything here. Battlecruisers continuing to do very poorly in that particular situation. But oh, Marauder! Marauder tech switch from Dragon. Getting those Marauders out, he did manage to get tech labs on some of these barracks, and considering everything builds instantly, you don't need many unit producing structures, really. And here come the Marauders. So Defender's Advantage going to be a big deal here for Dragon, as he's able to basically instantly reinforce right at the front door of this battle, whereas Stalkers have to move across the battlefield to get there. Although these gateways are still here, he could make use of those if he wanted to. So here we go, Tempest versus Battlecruiser. How many Tempest are there versus how many BCs? Upgrades are non-existent for both players. I'm not sure if upgrades are instant either, but I have to imagine that they are. Either way, the Marauders, this never-ending battle is still continuing. Marauders face-to-face with these Stalkers, and a lot of them are trapped behind here, and so they're not exactly being optimal, but it doesn't matter, because look at this. More Marauders all the time coming on in. Going straight to Tempest, though, is Jick, recognizing the Marauders are no threat to air units. He goes ahead and just straight up Mass Tempest this thing. Is Mass Tempest going to win this game? I mean, it's certainly handling these BCs fairly well. Every volley takes down a new battlecruiser, or 2, or 3. Stalkers finally actually getting overwhelmed, but Jick is replacing all of those units with what? He has about 60 available supply. He's focusing on crushing these supply depot, is focusing on crushing these Marauders from the sky. They don't do extra damage versus Marauders, but they can kill them eventually because they still do some level of damage. Jick, what are you doing, man? I know your APM is focused on killing supply depots right now, but max out, dude. Get something, what would be fun? Void Rays? Void Rays would be good here too. No problems with Void Rays. Marauders can't shoot up there either. And Dragon, man, build stuff. Why are you not building stuff? Build Marines. Marines would be good. Vikings. Vikings would be incredible right here. It's not a lack of money, right? Nothing here costs money. Nope, nothing costs money. Dragon. Dragon. Produced something. This production tab actually doesn't help us at all. So we're going to go units because everything builds so fast. Nothing stays in that production tab long enough for us to see what it is. Tempest raining down fire from above, taking out every single one of these supply depots like they're not even there. All the Marauders getting killed too. Thors. Okay, so I don't know if Thor is the right answer here. Let's take a look at these guys. Versus air. Well, doesn't have the Punisher cannon. 6 damage, 4 attacks, so 24 damage per hit. Not going to take down a Tempest very quickly. They have so many hit points. Alright, Thors, you do your best. I mean, one Thor standing against this many Tempest, even though the Tempest don't do extra damage versus ground units at all. It just doesn't matter. The superior macro if Jick is winning this thing. So Jick is not maxed out. Actually, Dragon is now supply blocked, so that's a bit of an obstacle. Can he win this thing? He's backed into a corner. The Tempests are coming from the bottom side, from the top side. And the right coming in from the east to crush the Terran opposition. Tech labs are falling. Barracks being destroyed there too. More and more Tempest coming out. There's that supply. 198 supply worth of Tempest from Jick. Okay, there are some probes as well, but I don't even know where they are. There's some in here just kind of hanging out. They don't have to mine, so their utility is greatly reduced, but you do need them to build stuff. So, are these the final SCVs? Some did manage to escape. Oh, they escaped. So what you do here is you build a command center, then build more SCVs and spread them out. So it's almost, I mean, it's like a Zerg infestation. You have to kill all of it. If some of it escapes, they'll rebuild so quickly. They're going to make your life difficult again. And look at this. Here we go. Another command center, just spreading them across the map. Just no big deal. These Marauders are doing absolutely nothing. Maybe you could send them down and try to kill some stuff, but the response could be very instantaneous from Jik as well. So everything here for AdeenDragon's second base is pretty much gone. It's under assault at the very least here, but here we go. Once again, creating a whole ton of supply depots. He's actually probably going to over-supply depot here just a little bit. Based on the number that I see he is planning to build, he's going to get way more than 200 supply. What he needs more than anything are unit-producing structures. Yes, fine. Engineering bays are whatever at this point. There we go. Barracks is good. Marines? Maybe some Marines. Oh, they discovered it! The Tempest discovered base number 3! Okay, so base number 3 is in a lot of trouble here. Jik's got to be saying, you have got to be kidding me. This guy is impossible to kill. Factories don't make more Thors. Dragon, I am begging you, from the bottom of my heart, do not make Thors. Is he going to make anything at all? He has 3 Marauders on the ground here. Ooh, starports. Vikings, 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 Vikings. Yes, pumping out Vikings here. Exactly what he needed, as they do extra damage versus armored, which is what these suckers are. So Viking, again, able to instantaneously reinforce here. Vikings against Tempest, starting to whittle this thing down. There are a lot of Tempests, though. But it's about 85 versus 182 supply. And here comes some Stalker production. Mixed on in here, too, coming to attack the Vikings from below. Jik is making some pretty awesome decisions here, actually. Assisting with the destruction of these Vikings. I'm not sure the Tempests could do this on their own, but with Vikings below, just absolutely destroying everything that pops out of these starports. It is 200 to 109 total supply. Jik is just basically keeping his finger on that unit production button. The Tempests, we're losing. We're losing a lot of Tempests. 30 Tempests have been killed. And that Viking count continues to rise here. 32 Vikings in the air. Some of these not doing anything at all, though. Move up! Move up! Move up and kill these Tempests. Not going to happen. They are running for their lives. Their AI is taking over and putting them in survival mode just to escape. All right, what do you got left, Dragon? Can you do this thing? The Tempests aren't necessarily great in this scenario, but when they're outnumbered that badly, your Vikings aren't going to do anything. Landed Vikings? No, that's not the answer either. Make some Marauders out of this and kill these and then use these in the air to kill this. Okay, not going to happen. The Vikings are trying to fight. As we've seen, landed Vikings not the greatest unit. Sometimes they can make a difference, but not when they're this severely outnumbered and not when they're fighting Stalkers, I don't think. In production again, more Stalkers. Oh, whoop, base number 4. Oh, Jik saying, please tell me you have no more SCV. Lol. Surprise, more SCV. And actually, in vision, I think, yes, in vision of Jik too. More attempted up here. Dragon says, I could have more SCVs. You don't know. Sending his whole army over to this side of the map, but it's really right here. What a sneaky play. What a sneaky play by Dragon, sending him here at the last place that Jik would think to look. I mean, you don't need money, really. You just need space to build things as Terran. So he's going to land here with his command center. And good call. Might as well take out these supply depots while you can. Where is you, says Jik. I'm so mad. Where is you? Landing, building a ton of SCVs. And then just running for their lives, trying to build bases. What you need, though, are barracks. Like, 200 Marines, I think, would just win this game straight up at this point. So you gotta I know supply depots, I know you want to have available supply, but you gotta make barracks, man. You gotta start taking up. Stalkers found base number 4, base number 5, which is in the location of base number 2. Another command center coming up here too. The army is pretty fast actually for Jik. I thought these things were slower, but move speed 1.88 plus 1.75. Why do they get a move speed bonus? I don't know why they have a move speed bonus. All right, here it is. Dragon, you got to build something. A lot of command centers, but the barracks would be good. This might be the final death throes for Dragon. He's losing command centers. His supply is plummeting to the earth. He's not making any barracks at all. What are you doing right now? Yeah. Oh, over here. Okay, so he snuck. He snuck over here to build factories, more Thors. I don't think Thors are your answer. Vikings were great. I know you want something that can attack ground and air at the same time, but if you're going to do that, just get Marines. Get the stim upgrade. I wonder if you can't get upgrades in this version of Imba League, just because nobody's gotten a single one thus far. Unless there's an upgrade that increases the movement speed of Tempest that I don't know about. Like, maybe here, the fleet beacon? No, I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. If there is one, I'm going to be so embarrassed. Anyway, more and more command centers being tossed on down. More and more Thors being built. Supply blocked just a little bit, but again, no big deal. Just make more supply depots. That's how we fly. So the Tempest Stalker combination is ready to roll here. Where are these SCVs? How many SCVs are there? Actually, oh, we can see one. There's only one. Make another command center really quick. All right, Thors, here it is. Your final stand. You do so little damage against Tempest, but you're trying to make this thing work after all. Trying to focus down individual Tempests, kind of, and sort of killing one. The splash damage not necessarily helping just because the Tempests aren't stacked up very well right now. The Stalkers coming on in here too. Thors trying to do what they can against these Stalkers. Infinitely reproducing Thors. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. Make more SCVs. Dragon's ability to multitask, I think, is what's going to lose him this game. I mean, although if his multitasking was good, I feel like this game would last a lot longer. So maybe that's good for us. But as it stands, Jick just absolutely face rolling into this with Tempest from the left side, with Stalkers from the right side. Again, the Thors infinitely replace themselves. Let me point that out to you. Ah, Immortals coming up from Jick. Jick is doing such a great job at tech switching here. Jick with the 50 damage versus armored on these Immortals. An excellent choice to play against these Thors. The Thors immediately melt. Buildings too die super fast to these Thors. A great choice all the way around by Jick. Coming in from the left side with the Thors. All the Stalkers are gone, mind you. Thors do pretty well against them, but not against Immortals. The factories are getting destroyed there too. Continuing to push back this way is Dragon, replacing his factories. He only has 5 SCVs right now, but he can rebuild an army in about 4.8 seconds if he puts his mind to it. APM for these guys is about 83 for Dragon and 69 for Jick. But again, I feel like Jick might just be the better player considering his decision-making, his macro in this crazy scenario, and his ability to stay cool under pressure, although he's been the one dealing the pressure if my observational skills are good. All right, Jick says there's another base up here. How is there another base up here? He needs to set up a contain, right? He needs to set up, like, just wall this whole thing off so nothing can get out. Cover this, knock down these rocks, set units up here to defend as well, and then just don't let anybody out. Jick says, why didn't you make any of these planetaries? Good question. He does have an engineering bay. I feel like that's what Dragoon was trying to do. I keep trying to say Dragoon, but it's Dragon. But he just didn't do it. Continuing to push on through. Up here is Jick. Too many clicks, says Dragon. I don't think he had the APM to do this. And he has a lot of SCVs that are mining for reasons I don't understand, because you don't need money in this version of Imba League. That's it. I think this might be the last final gasp from Dragon, losing these command centers. These SCVs trying to run for their lives, getting absolutely mown down by the Immortals and by the Tempest. Tempests aren't that great at killing workers, but they, again, in a pinch, they'll work out. SCV count is down to 5. Make that 4, 2, and these 2 are the last ones if he can get them, and that's it. Oh, wait, this SCV is still alive. Run, run. Oh, and there we go. That's the end of the game. I don't know why we didn't get a final anything, but Jick finishes the game out with holy crap. I'm pretty sure Jick won that thing, so we'll say Jick wins the game. Dragon says that was great and is defeated, but Jick with the GG and the victory today. Holy shamoly, what an absolutely wonderful example of Imba League that was. I kind of want to see a game between 2 players who are more evenly matched. But I am worried that game would last for about 3.5 hours, because if you can sneak a single worker out, you can rebuild your army in literally seconds. So that is one version of Imba League where everything builds really fast and nothing costs any money. And as far as I understand, you can choose different Imba powers. When you start the game, you kind of have an ability to choose. Someone picks first, the other one picks the next one, and then you play the game that way. So you can find Imba League in the StarCraft 2 arcade. Go ahead and check it out. If you can find someone to play with you, it might be the best at this point. I'm not sure how active it is. But bring a friend along, play a game, and send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. And we will see what happens next. What is going on? Is there another game starting? I'll have to check that out later. Okay, so that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.